Semester Mechanical Engineering student, having the privilege to welcome Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. G.S. Rao sir on the dais following lot of applause. And I also welcome Dr. C.V. Gopinath sir to the dais with lots of applause. And I also welcome Dr. P.S.V. Ramarao sir, Dean School of Engineering to the dais. I also welcome Dr. N.M. Acharya sir, Dean School of Paramedic and Allied Health Science to the dais. I also welcome Dr. Madhusmita Chaudhary, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies to the dais. So, without investing my time, let me request Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. J.S. Rao sir to address the students.
Good evening, all of you. Let me brief you on the reason of World Habitat Day. You must be knowing the meaning of habitat. It is in principle defined as a living space with comfort to protect the residents of the people from sun rays, rain, and other calamities. And UN Assembly, about 30 years back, they declared October 4th, first Monday of October, as the World Habitat Day. So in this connection, I am very happy to congratulate Dr. Madhusmita for taking a lot of initiation to conduct this event so that people will become aware of what is going on regarding habitats. Let me show you some slides which are interesting. As you know, every year there is a theme defined, and now this year, the theme is accelerating urban action for carbon-free world. Every year one theme or the other is given. We have a sufficient discussion on that. So, let us see next. Next? Yeah. You know the problems of carbon dioxide. It is a very unhealthy gas. It creates problems in global warming. It creates headaches, dizziness, tiredness, sweating, sometimes BP is enhanced, heart rate change increases most of the time, and convulsions, etc. There are only a few experienced by different people who are exposed to the adequate limits of carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide has been emanating, has been emission from automobiles, energy production units, transmission, distribution, and so on and so forth. This is the reason why we have a lot of regulations in the world. For example, Indian government came forward to use only BS6 norms of cars. So, the emissions, particularly in intelligence, is high, and some people are trying to completely remove the use of diesel vehicles. If they are in use, we are supposed to follow the regulations. Emissions should be totally controlled within the limits. If that is the case, you will be able to overcome the problems of carbon dioxide. Very interestingly, the habitats are many types. Starting from very poor habitats to very rich. Let me show you some of them. Next. This area I told you, the buildings, energy, waste management, why buildings are better to be creating CO2? Unless they are green buildings, because you have a lot of flats in urban areas mostly, and there is a separate transformer installed depending on the load that the apartment requires. And even the transformer starts generating a lot of unwanted gases, unwanted emissions, unwanted radiations. Therefore, buildings are also considered to be, unless they are green built, there are other problems. We are very lucky. Our campus is considered to be a green campus. Waste management. Now, if you observe, Visakhapatnam, for example, the problem of waste dumping is a big problem. Collection is a big problem, and we have to keep them so that no problem arises. Therefore, people are evolving to use the waste so that we can generate some energy from that. While doing so, again, a lot of carbon dioxide gases are ignited, and somehow we have to manage to contain them. Hundreds of tons of waste is collected every day from a city with a population of 20 lakhs of Visakhapatnam. Almost every month I have a meeting with the DOT commissioner and other people, because I am brand ambassador for Visakha for the last 8 years. So I know what is happening in making such a city beautiful. And it occupied a space of 3 in India. And of course, it is fluctuating, because more and more cities are competing, more and more demands are required, this and that. So in that direction, it is a huge effort is required to contain such unwanted emissions. Next. This anyway, I give you. Next. Houses in Varanam are approximately 4 billion. Approximately. Maybe by this time, this is a little 2 years old data. By this time, you may have it now, and the present data is not available, therefore I presented this. In India, you have 500 million houses, that is 50 crores out of 130 crores. Types of houses, we have bungalows, flats, farmhouses, red houses, pet houses, not pet, sorry, yes, pet houses, that is a house constructed on the top of a building, and studio flats, eco-friendly houses, condominium houses, villas, etc. Of course, we have other huts, not included. Okay? Next. Biggest house in the world, very interesting thing in India. It belongs to Mukesh Ambani. Its name is Antila. It can withstand an earthquake to the magnitude of 8 Richter scale. Richter scale. It has a capacity to park 168 cars in Bombay. It costs about $1 to $2 billion. Most costliest and very expensive, very luxurious, and it is in Bombay, India. It belongs to Mukesh Ambani. Next, most expensive house regarding the kings or the rulers of different countries. Queen Elizabeth, this is a long batch racing, $1 billion. But she has many homes and houses across UK. If you put all of them together, they cost more than $5 billion. And Mukesh Ambani house is one where he lives, the entire family lives. But being the queen or king or ruler, they keep changing. The summer they spend in one place, in winter they spend time in another place and so on and so forth. All of them put together, they are costly. Next. Most expensive houses of celebrities. See, these are various celebrities. We may not be very familiar with all these people. The international well-known J.J. Abrams, $88 million. Angelina Jolie, $61 million. Tom Cruise, $50 million. Tiger Woods, might not be white, player, $54 million. Ellen DeGeneres, $40 million. Kylie Jenner, $36 million. Taylor Swift, $30 million. This is the list of celebrities, not overall. Available, a viable habitat requires food, space, water, cover, etc. These are the minimum things. Roti kapda or makan, Indira Gandhi slogan. For a man to live, minimum things required are roti, that is food, kapda, dress, makan, how to live. A habitat, a reasonable habitat to live. Next. Mukesh Ambani's house at Angela. This looks like this in Bombay. You have a swimming pool in one of the floors, lot of cars parked inside. It's a fantastic house. It's worth seeing. It's one of the most beautiful house constructed not long ago. And for a couple of years he was the world richest man. Even today he is the top 5. And he constructed such a beautiful house. We are proud of him because he amassed such a huge wealth by sheer hard work in business. Then this is also his part. And Buckingham Palace in UK, PM. The UK Prime Minister's bungalow. Yes. Our Rashtrapati Bhavan is one of the beautiful places. A few thousand acres are allocated for that. It has about more than 300 rooms. It is one of the most recognized beautiful palaces in the world. Next. Bill Gates mega house. See, he has thousands of acres as a farm for him. It is also very costly. Putting together the land cost and everything is very costly, of course. It's a beautiful house, Bill Gates. You know Bill Gates? Who is he? Software giant, Microsoft. He was a college dropout. But he has been one of the richest for a long time. In between, many people came up and ranking, fluctuating. But even today, he is one of the wealthiest persons in the world. Top 5, no doubt about it. And he is one person who donates to a maximum extent. And very interestingly, our Tata, J.R.D. Tata, do you know how much he donated? $102 billion. The other people came next to him. He is the number one in the world. That is the beauty. So we are proud of such great people. They are not just earning. They are donating, giving charity for the needy people. At the same time, by doing tremendous work, they are earning and donating. They are not enjoying. I had a privilege to sit with Ratan Tata just 2 years back. I was sitting with him and he was old, maybe 80 years. But he's so smart in speaking, he has fantastic knowledge. The way Tata and the group is managed is meticulous, almost corruption free at the lower level, very dignified. If you count everything, maybe he may be equal or better than Dr. Germany. But they never claim that. This is the duty of Tata Group. Okay? So this is Bill Gates, Tiger Woods house. This is another fantastic house. He has a huge, America, the land is 5 times bigger than India. Land cost is less. People own thousands of acres. Agriculture also is done. 1,000 acres by one single fellow, unlike here. I have seen in Germany, I went to villages. Villages are most beautiful, cherished to see and visit. There, single person will be cultivating, farming 1,000 acres and plus. 1 or 2 fellows only will work, all mechanized. That is the reason why their production is very high at low cost. That is beautiful. I have seen cows in Germany. Each cow gives some 60 to 70 liters per day. You cannot extract manually. Machines are connected and milk are extracted. Very healthy. 2 people can sleep on the house. That is how this is white, beautiful and very healthy. That's why the feeding is also fantastic, very good. And the feeding given to them is better than the food eaten by the Indians. We have a lot of adulteration in India. There is some control, but nobody is afraid of. So this is how some countries are flourishing, following the regulations given by the government. So this is one. Next, the White House, American White House, is also very famous, but it is not as big as our Rashtrapati Bhavan. I was there in White House, I gone down. It is beautiful, of course, but it is very limited. Very limited. Big, it doesn't get there 300 plus rooms, no. Fully electronic control, security is electronic. In Rashtrapati Bhavan, thousands of people will be protecting it, but the building like White House is protected by hardly a few people, because everything is electronic control and security. Then, Prime Minister's official residence, Japan, sorry. This is Japan, Prime Minister's official residence is also very big, beautiful. Next. Elysee Palace of France President is also beautiful. You know, France once upon a time, before Second World War, the most advanced country in technology, even better than USA. After the Second World War, because Hitler has occupied France, and France was defeated by Germany, by Hitler. Then it collapsed both financially and technologically. And Germany, after Second World War, was divided into 2 countries, East Germany and West Germany. And after Hitler was defeated, France, UK and America came together to manage Germany, and Russia did not agree. Russia, USSR at the time said, we cannot join with you. I want a piece of land from Germany. We will manage separately. Then, because the USSR is very powerful military-wise, these 3 people could not do anything. So war was started, Germany was divided. East Germany was taken by USSR, West Germany was taken by America, France and UK. For 7-8 years they ruled and they handed over to German people, West Germany, and it was fastly developing. East Germany was the communist managed country. It was not developed so fast. It was there till 1990, till Gorbachev, president of Russia, declared the end of communism. Then East Germany joined with West Germany, and it partly developed economy-wise. Next 2 years, Germany is the best financially. Those days it was Dutch mark, and now euros, of course. So second strongest reserve currency is euro after US dollar. You know, okay? So this is how people are developing anyway. This is France, then of course it came up. It is now one of the beautiful countries. It's famous for fashion. France is famous for fashion. Germany is famous for reliability. So each country has its own merits and demerits. Right? Then China President Palace. This is also very big. I have seen that. It's very big, beautiful. Plenty of rooms. China also is big in area compared to India. Next, German Chancellor House. In Germany, they don't call PM and President. Chancellor is the highest authority. It's a beautiful country, a beautiful palace. Yes. Ratan Tata's house, the lizard of Indian industry, Ratan Tata, is also big, but they are always humble, modest. They never claim that they are rich. They never try to dominate others. Next, Kirkby House, Canada President, is also beautiful. Canada is also very big in area. Canada has one plus point is it is a corruption-free country next to New Zealand. Corruption-free ranks number 2 or 3. First country is New Zealand, next Canada, and so on and so forth. Next, the Grand Kremlin Palace. This is Russia's president. Putin. Now, you know, president of Russia, Putin. He was once upon a time KGB director. KGB, do you know what is meant by KGB? Russian spying agency, like CIA of America. Very powerful. This fellow is a very karate martial expert. He was director for a long time, then he became president. Now, Russia declared him to be the president forever, till his death. Italian Prime Minister House. This is another, Italy also is one of the very advanced countries. During World War, Italy, Germany, Japan, these 3 countries fought with the rest of the countries. They succeeded to a large extent till Hitler entered USSR. Only 3 small countries could invade many countries. Next, the King of Saudi Arabia House. They are oil rich, they enjoy a lot, this is also very big. Next, see, I have shown you the best houses. Now let us see the poor houses, how bad they are. These are different huts, and very unfortunate during rainy season. They suffer a lot in these houses, and rain will fall into that. They don't have any protection. There is no money to repay. See how bad they are. These are some of the bad and poor huts. Yeah, this is. So there is a need to improve the habitats of many poor people. Many poor people. This is badly essential. Actually, the World Habitat Day is celebrated to bring awareness by showing such poor huts and houses to the world, so that at least they will come up with some ideas, and at least poor people will be protected with their good houses, reasonably good houses and all. See how bad they are. So these are some of the things I wanted to show you, my dear students. It's a wonderful day. Once again, I thank Dr. Madhusmita and all of you worked for the last couple of days to make the celebrations of World Habitat Day very successful. I congratulate you again. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak to you on this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, students, we organized a few competitions for the eve of World Habitat Day, and to announce the name of winners, I would like to call Dr. Madhusmita Chaudhary on the dais. Please welcome with lot of support.
Thank you, Soil. Good afternoon, all, and good afternoon on the dais. Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir delivered a very nice session. In fact, the content what he has shown on the topic, on the theme is very lucid, and it requires a lot of research and lot of efforts. With this, we actually have some awareness what is World Habitat Day, what is this carbon-free environment. We being the students have the responsibility to make this world live for all. If you observe the common things between all the pictures here, I can see, being a management person, their houses were surrounded with lot of greeneries. And of course, the last few pictures, that is, the poor people, the middle class people we live in is like this. So what is the responsibility of our students, all engineers, all management students, is to make these people live with lot of hygiene and safety. And yes, every day, we pollute, this environment is getting polluted. Even if this AC would be switched off in this hall and if this fan would be switched off, we can able to feel the suffocations. And that actually means, how this carbon-free world and environment is important. To make this realize to all the students, we had organized few competitions. And those competitions, initially we had 4 competitions, but we zeroed up with 3 events. Poster presentations. We had poster presentations, and we got names of all the students with the support of the student coordinators. Student coordinators, and through that we evaluated the name. I'll just share it later on. And we also have a unique event this time, face painting. Probably you are watching the video over here. The students were trying to portray the same concept what was delivered by Sir to us. So this is the second competition, and third is perhaps you all have participated on the treasure hunt. These 3 events we had organized on the day of this World Habitat Day, and all the students, all the faculties were very much supportive and collaborative to make this event a grand success. Now we have the name of the prize winners with us, and
Let us exhibit this campaign.
okay. Sure, sir. So while actually, so I call him first.
Let us exhibit to the photographer.
Fine for the photograph.
Yes.
Okay. Can I have 2 people on the Sumant and Bharat? Please come.
Let us hold it. Student will dance this also can join.
Yes, Govardhan.
Come.
Please.
Come. Yeah. You also come, madam. Come this way. Now we can announce prizes.
Yes. So this itself shows that this is also liked by a Vice Chancellor, and this was judged by Soni ma'am and Dr. M.L.N. Acharya sir. This poster is selected the best poster presentation out of all, and the winner name is Vechalupi Govardhan. And to give the prize, I would like to request Vice Chancellor sir on the dais. and Govardhan to receive the prize. So please. Yes, please. Guys, a round of applause. I think he deserves for the efforts, what he tried to do. Congratulations, Bharat, for this. And I would like you to be stay here for the second prize. So for the face painting, he is the winner. And I again request Govardhan sir to be here. Govardhan. Third year student. थोड़ा जोर से ताली कर सकता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. Thank you. And last we have the treasure hunt. And for treasure hunt we had 24 teams, sir, and each team has 4 members. We had 4 levels, and towards the last it was going very tough. Few students gave up at the end, and finally we had the winner with us. The name is Mohit Upadhyay. So Mohit, can we have on the dais? First the winner, then the team. So winner, मेरे हिसाब से जो जीता वो सिकंदर. So winner is only one. Rest all you have the team. So the winner of treasure hunt is Mohit Upadhyay. And yes, now the team can come for a photograph with Registrar sir, Vice Chancellor sir, and RD, the team, if you are here. These are the teams, sir. They only were able to make it to the final round. Rest all, they couldn't be able to make it up. Thank you. Thank you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Assistant Professor Sangram Shekhar Nayak, Department of Mechanical Engineering, to give votes of reports.
Thank you. This was a great opportunity for us to create awareness about World Habitat Day. Along with that, we also wanted people to get active. This is what was overall we thought. So it was a great participation from all the students and all. And with that, I also want to thank Honorable Vice Chancellor sir for giving the precious information and giving us this opportunity to conduct all this. It was great journey from when we started everything and getting all the ideas, like Parvati ma'am as you gave the information, like ideas for poster making and painting. And for president also, I'll say Jatin Krishna from Solid Mechanical, he gave the idea and we started executing. And particularly I'll say there was two particular students, like I'll say about Sairam and Govardhan. They really helped us. Yes, there was a part of us, me, and there was other coordinate, like Kusum was there from Solid Mechanical. They all really helped in placing those puzzles, which even I didn't know where secretly they are placing it. Even though Sandeep and me, we have designed so many puzzles. We tried to make it interesting. Yes, students enjoyed it, and somehow we came out good. And I hope people enjoyed it. With that, I thank all of the coordinators and yes, especially my treasurer team and ma'am and vice chancellor sir for helping us to conduct all this. With that, very much thankful for all of this. Thank you. Thank you.
Govardhan, please question.
gold.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा जाविल उच्चल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा जल जल तरंगा तम शुभ नामे जाहे तम शुभ आशीष माहे जाए तब जय दाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद।